Hey and welcome to my channel. I've decided to get up and make my husband some Oreo chocolate fudge brownies, and then he can eat them when he wakes up and they'll be nice and hot. For this I picked up a packet of Betty Crocker's chocolate fudge brownie mix, and it was down to £1 in my local shop. I also picked up some Oreos, which was 50p, so it was a bargain and a great dessert for £2. I lightly greased my baking tray. I bought these 5 for £1 in the pound shop, and they're easier to transport because rather than eating it all to ourselves, I sometimes share it with my family. So I put a little bit of cling film over the top, and it's easy to transport in the car. So as I already said, I have lightly greased it, and I just use clover. I tend to use clover for most things. I like the taste. This is just to stop the brownie from sticking to the side. So into our bowl we're going to be adding the chocolate brownie mix. We can now add 1 medium-sized egg and 5 tablespoons of water. So now we've added the water, the last ingredient is to add the 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. You can use olive oil, but vegetable oil always tastes a little bit better. Now we've got all the ingredients in the bowl, we're going to use an electric hand whisk just to mix it all together and make a nice smooth consistency. This is the best way of doing it. You can hand whisk it, it's just I find it takes out all the powder and doesn't cause any little lumps for when you're ready to pour it. Now that the mixture is ready, we're going to pour it into the baking tray. I have already lightly greased it. This just stops the mixture sticking when you cut it up later. It does say on the instructions to use an 8x8, but I want mine to be slightly thinner because I'm adding Oreos on top. But if you prefer to have them thicker, you can add them to an 8x8 rather than the larger tin. Now I'm just smoothing out the mix so that it's evenly distributed in the tin, and make sure that it's all one thickness. This just makes sure that it cooks nice and it cooks properly all over and evenly. I'm then going to add the Oreos onto the top. Now I tend to do these in rows of 3 in this tin, just so that when I cut them, each person gets an Oreo and I'm not having to cut through the actual Oreo itself. And I fill the tin right to the end. I have got a few left over, so I tend to just crumble whatever's left and sprinkle it over the remaining batter. You can add the Oreos to the batter, but I prefer it on top, it just looks a little bit nicer. I'm ready to put these in the oven. I have a fan oven, so it's 160, electric is 180, and gas is gas mark 4. They normally take between 20 and 25 minutes, but can take a little bit longer. You just keep checking until your knife comes out nice and clean. As you can see, these are ready, and they took 26 minutes or just over, and they've come out really nice. The tops come out super crunchy. So now I'm going to get ready to portion them up, and I use the Oreo as a guide. I did a little bit of double cream to these, and they went down an absolute treat with my gals. So thank you for watching this quick Oreo bake, and remember to like if you liked the video and subscribe, and I will see you again soon.